Happy Monday! KidNuz is straight ahead, but first, a word from our sponsor.
KidNuz is all about connecting kids to current events. A new domain is all about connecting kids to their own digital creativity. Enter .kids, not .com or .org, but .kids, an online destination for kids to build their own websites, experiment with coding, and maybe turn a great idea into a booming kid-centric business. Think Finley's facepainting.kids or Tommy's tutoring.kids. Help bring your kids' creativity and ideas online on a .kids domain, as a gift, as a project today, or just in time for the holidays. Visit hello.kids/KidNuz today for specially priced .kids domains. That's hello.kids/KidNuz. Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Monday, December 11th, 2023. And we begin with one of the biggest and brightest stars in the night sky momentarily dimming in a one-of-a-kind eclipse. Late tonight into early tomorrow morning, an oblong asteroid known as Leona will pass in front of Betelgeuse, a red supergiant in the constellation Orion. The Associated Press reports that the rare spectacle should be visible to millions of people along a narrow path stretching from Central Asia across southern Europe to Miami, Florida, and parts of Mexico. Our sun is much closer to Earth, but according to NASA, Betelgeuse is thousands times brighter and 700 times bigger. So huge, in fact, that if it replaced our sun, it would stretch beyond Jupiter. Dodger Nation is celebrating the biggest baseball catch in decades. Over the weekend, the team landed two-way sensation Shohei Ohtani with a monster 10-year, $700 million contract that isn't just the richest in Major League history, but the fattest in all of sports. For the Dodgers, patience was the name of the game. CBS News reports they've had their eye on him since he was in high school and would have signed him after graduation, but Shohei decided to stay and play in Japan. He then came to the States and played 6 seasons with the Angels before becoming a free agent. For Shohei's first year in Dodger blue, he won't be on the mound. He's still recovering from elbow surgery, but he's expected to be fully available as a hitter. A California teenager is now the youngest in state history to pass the bar exam, and he did it on the first try. The Tulare County District Attorney said in a news release that Peter Park was 17 years old when he sat for the exam in July. He learned last month that he had passed and, now 18, was sworn in as California's youngest practicing prosecutor just last week. How did he do it? By taking advantage of a rule that allows kids to enroll in law school during high school, as long as they can complete certain college-level exams. Park issued a statement saying it wasn't easy, but it was worth it, and that he hopes more people will realize that alternative paths exist to becoming an attorney. A space mystery has been solved, and a history-making astronaut now has his good name back. In March, one of the first tomatoes ever harvested aboard the International Space Station went missing, and, all in good fun, fingers pointed to Frank Rubio, the astronaut in charge of harvesting it. Mr. Rubio said he put it in a Ziploc bag and Velcroed it to a wall for safekeeping, but that it must have floated off somewhere inside the space station, which Space.com says is as big as a 6-bedroom home. Days of searching turned into months, and Frank eventually returned to Earth with a new record, longest single spaceflight by an American, and the dubious distinction of losing produce in the process. Fortunately, the hunt for the red tomato didn't end with Frank's departure. Last week, during an update from orbit, another astronaut announced, "Our good friend has been blamed for quite a while for eating the tomato, but we can exonerate him. We found it." No word on its cosmic condition. In today's KidNuz Notes, residents of Clarksville, Tennessee are picking through the damage left by a devastating tornado over the weekend. The twister was part of a severe weather system that blew through the Mid-South on its way to the Northeast today. It is a stunning fall from grace. On Saturday, the president of the University of Pennsylvania resigned over her handling of campus anti-Semitism and disastrous testimony before Congress. The presidents of MIT and Harvard face similar pressures to step down. This year's Heisman winner is LSU quarterback Jayden Daniels. The annual honor goes to the best of the best in college football. And a reminder that KidNuz is a nonprofit that survives and thrives on the generosity of our listeners. Please consider a year-end tax-deductible donation. Every dollar makes a difference, and all of it goes into keeping us on the air. Still to come, a name is needed for a super rare snow white gator born in Florida. But first, we want to wish a belated happy golden birthday to Jack Ward of Nashville, Tennessee, who turned 10 on the 10th. Jack, your family wants to give you a big shout out for being kind, funny, and smart, and for your array of killer skills at wake surfing, soccer, dirt bike riding, and math. And hello to your biggest supporter, little sister Margot. Now, today's quiz. What is the name of the super bright star that will be eclipsed by an asteroid tonight? Betelgeuse. Shohei Ohtani is signing with which team? The LA Dodgers. California's youngest ever attorney passed the bar at what age? 17. What object lost on the space station was just found? A tomato. In today's KidNuz Kicker, it's not often that alligators are referred to as cute, but this one is the exception, perhaps because she's a baby, snow white in color with blazing blue eyes, and among the rarest of the rare. The little girl was born at Gatorland in Orlando, Florida, and her official description is leucistic, which is the most unusual genetic variation in the American alligator and differs from albino gators, which are also white but have pink eyes. She's the first such gator born in human care and one of only 8 in the world. If you'd like to help name Gatorland's newest addition and her traditional gator color brother, the park is seeking suggestions. Just post comments on its Facebook page or Instagram account. Thanks again to the Ward family of Nashville, Tennessee for underwriting today's quiz. A big happy birthday a day late to Jack Ward and a special KidNuz hello to all of his friends and his teacher, Mrs. Ward, at Oak Hill School. Go Panthers! And shout-outs for our other terrific teachers, starting with Mrs. Reichert and her Patriots at Lester B. Summer in Crawfordsville, Indiana, Mrs. Schmidt and her Tiger Cubs at T.S. Cooley in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and Mrs. Essenpries and her Blackhawks at Adrian R3 in Adrian, Missouri. Thanks for listening. A reminder, you can get ad-free episodes by subscribing wherever you get your podcasts. Have a great day. We'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.